Yes. Yes. It's been 10 years I've known you on and off, talking, meeting, Instagramming, LinkedIning. This day is actually great. I always wanted to meet you, understand you. What does it take to be Sahithi? How did Sahithi grow up? When did this God come into her? Something about your Sahithi, please.
Sir, I grew up in Bhopal. And every year for summer holidays, I used to go to a village called Pedamalam in West Godavari district, which is where my grandmother and grandfather were born.
Okay.
The government school there was adopted by him. And every summer holidays, the first project of the summer holiday used to be to go to the village. And every year there used to be one new activity. It could be adopting the school, it could be doing something for the old people, or building a primary health care center and creating a library. So I have done a lot of this work in my holidays. So I think that became a fun factor for me.
School
holidays. So I was never excited about watching movies or playing games or having a big gang and stuff, but I used to love the feeling of being in a village, of seeing the river and being with people. And I think from childhood I always wanted to receive love. So I was looking for it. So I think the first seed of social entrepreneurship was born because of the need when I started looking for love. And then I saw that there is love in healthcare. So SDGs are love. So that was the childhood. So I saw what poverty can do, what hunger can do, what sustainable communities can do, and responsible consumption and production. All our artisans and the things which are made in the village, the way we do agriculture, the way aquaculture is done, the way we treat people, the way communities are, and the way temples are. They're cultural centers. They're
Absolutely.
not just. So these things kind of left a very, very big impact on me and my life. So every year I used to look forward to what next, which social project, what am I going to do next with my, in that village. So I think that village, the Pedamalam village, was the seed of the 150 villages which I've covered today. And I don't even know all the names of the villages that I've been to, but India has more than 7 lakh villages.
I'm sure.
So that's my ocean. This is what I want to do till I die. So converting villages into scalable products or skills and taking them to our local, connecting the villages to the locals and to the global stage. That is my dream.
Amazing. Millennials today are addicted to their social media. Millennials today they can't understand what depression is. In an era like today, where people only think of money and it's all commercial, it's all capitalistic, and not even compassionately, it's genuinely capitalistic. How do you see social entrepreneurship as a career, not just for you as Sahithi, as a career? Or maybe because it's so commercial or rewarding, therefore you get sleep in the night. So what is the cost impact statement?
I don't think Dad being from the corporate actually left the opposite impact on me, because he was spearheading the ITC Chopar, the project. So which deals with more than 3 lakh villages.
Correct.
And he was with CK Prahlad when he was writing the book.
Fortune at the bottom of the pyramid. Absolutely.
Bottom of the pyramid. So that is the main example which my dad always quoted. Taking VSAT to villages, or what are the ways we can do skill development at the village level. So each of us played a very big role in Dad's life. So all the outcome, his experiences, and what he thinks about the model and what is the impact on the villages. So this input came more from Dad, and there was never a point where I was told what to do.
Amazing.
I was never told what to do. So I always made my decisions, and after Delhi Public School, I went to boarding school. From 8th class onwards, I've always been in a boarding school. Till date, I'm never a resident of home.
Yeah.
So since then, till now, I'm out. And I had an opportunity to live with my grandparents for 4 years while doing my pharmaceutical science.
Bachelor's in pharmacy.
Yes, my bachelor's in pharmacy. And that is when I used to visit all the supply chains. Banking college.
Amazing.
So, cash and
Banking college.
Yes. Every month we used to take up a project, waste management project, and अगर village में किसी को pension नहीं मिल रहा है, So we used to go tell the MLA, tell him that these are the 20 people who are, eligible for. So like that, like I knew how to go to an MLA without using any influence as a student, and how to bring my seniors together, juniors together. And I was in pharmacy, but I know all the HODs of say engineering college. So the whole system was working, and then we started a club called Leadership Club. And then the college launched, like every Friday we could, practice their arts, and then many people went for nationals and photography. So वहाँ से a portal opened up, sir. A community got created, and it really opened up the students to public speaking, and it gave a lot of confidence to them. They could get placed in a better way. So in my life, that freedom which I got from my grandparents, parents, family, nobody ever told, like including Mukta Sharma ma'am. From 5th class, like when I wrote a poem in DPS, the first poem I wrote it for her.
Wow.
And she made me stand in the class and read it out loud, and that gave me so much confidence that I still remember, and that confidence I still feel it, and that gives me the push to write poems today. And my name, the meaning is also poet,
Sahithi.
poems.
Sahithi.
Yeah, and if you write it opposite, it means itihas.
Wow.
So I'm working on both the things.
Amazing.
And the only thing which pushes me towards is the freedom I got. And from there I moved on to Hyderabad, and that's when my dad had quit. He moved on from Spencer's. He was the CEO for Spencer's Group, and then he moved on. Uske baad I left to US. I worked with Dad for 1.5 years, and that also gave me a lot of a killer experience because he's in IM Ahmedabad and ITC, Food and Agri, and then Spencer's. All that experience before going for an MBA, I got an MBA.
Absolutely.
Working with him because he quit and he was starting his enterprise.
Amazing. So you were part of that also.
I was part of that whole, so how to create a company, documents, team building, hiring, funding. So I got introduced to all these words. So the last 10 years were like life was preparing me personally, professionally, emotionally, and also spiritually to be ready for this journey which I'm
wonderful.
having.
Personally, professionally, emotionally, spiritually. Couldn't have said it better. How do you think Indian education system can truly evolve to that? When you go and tell your students or your friends or your college juniors, go abroad and come back to India, how confident are you that they will actually come back? Your comments on that?
So the NEP, the latest one, right? So it is compulsory to learn regional languages. So I think we feel that to develop our education system, we need to adopt West. I think exactly opposite, and it's only my view. So I think we should go back to roots, the way Gurukulam was there. So according to every individual, a teacher or a guru should evaluate what he or she needs to learn. I think that system will be more helpful. We going back to our roots will be more helpful than, because the technology will come. Every accreditation will need a certain amount of technology to be part, and we need basic infrastructure. So that will happen, sir. India will grow that way. Infra-wise, we will grow. But I think we feel our teachers are not ready to adopt to the new technologies. Yes, they might not be ready to use ChatGPT, but sir, they are good analysts to understand what the student wants, right? So there is also a huge gap. So I feel like if more students know what they want to do at an early age, yes, in the school there should be more community building, volunteering, we should travel more. I think these things are more important. Because if the student knows what he wants to do, sir, he will come back.
So he will come back. Counsel him, build his profile.
Mentorship.
Help him learn foreign languages.
Mentorship is more important.
Amazing. Sahithi, any message for the youth? You've been here doing this. If you could also throw some light upon how different was it in the US? Do you see this concept actually going up? Including that, your message for the youth, if any.
So in India, we don't have the B Corp policy yet. Like in US, you can have an NGO, which is Section 8, right?
Correct.
And one is a private limited company, but there is a third type of company which is called B Corp, which is for social entrepreneurship.
Correct.
So in India, we don't have the policy yet. So I think that will really help.
Because no state has it.
No, sir. Like I don't thing. So no state has it. Okay, no state has it. But in US it's there. So that is the only reason. Now what we think is CSR के पास money है, grants हैं और donations हैं. How will that directly go to the beneficiary? Most of the money is going towards that, or private limited companies get funded. They could be social entrepreneurs, but then they get funded. But if we have a special policy for social entrepreneurship, I think that CSR money can also be navigated towards this, and a lot of impact investors will arise from this. And definitely, social entrepreneurship is different from charity. Absolutely. And we have so many social entrepreneurs now in our country. So, and every annual report requires an impact report now, which was not the case 10 years back.
Many years back, correct.
And people don't talk about SDGs as much as we are talking about them today. I mean, I'm not saying that they are the framework of social entrepreneurship, but as a first step, it's great to have the 17 goals and the way they are measured and how they actually decentralize the whole world. Like, we're not different countries dealing with water anymore. Like, climate belongs to all of us. So it unifies us. So I think SDGs are a great framework to start off with, to understand at least where we are, and then to classify whether you're interested in charity or you want to create a purposeful, profitable business. If not, you create a private.
Amazing. I think you can create the next LinkedIn or the next Facebook or the next Instagram only for social entrepreneurship. I don't think there are many websites like that operating in the world.
No, sir, no. And there's no marketplace for skills also, which we are building now.
Okay.
You see a lot of product marketplaces, but then Soul of Swadesh is building a marketplace for skills. So where people can interact with the skill, they can learn the skill, they can partner with the skill, they can buy through the skill, they can support the artisan, or they can partner with the artisan. So this way, I think this also is a step one to upskill the skills.
Outstanding, Sahithi. All the very best to Soul of Swadesh, and I'll personally make sure I provide whatever benefit all of my network will be behind you. We'll see what best we can do. Thank you so much, Sahithi. It was wonderful having you. Thanks for this moment. Thank you.